We are back with the Rover. This is an MOT driving car, and I have been driving it around. And I can't remember whether I said in another video, but it developed a problem. Bearing in mind this thing has only ever done, what is it, 40 something thousand miles? I would open it up and show you the cluster, but I can't get into it at the minute. Yeah, bearing in mind it's only done 40,000 miles, it's a bit annoying that second gear synchro was really rubbish. The rest of the box was absolutely perfect, like rifle bolt smooth. Shush, ducky. Bearings were fine. Really nice gearbox, shifted lovely. All the synchros, first, second, third, fourth, fifth going up were fine. Coming down perfect, apart from second was an absolute nightmare to get on downshift, even with rev matching, whatever you wanted to do. Didn't like it. Unless you're doing about 6 miles an hour, it just wouldn't go to second. So I pulled the box out because it just so happened that it's back for more paint, which is annoying because I've had to strip the car down again. But it's silly things like when it got repainted the first time, the lights were left in, so you can see this line along here and some other sort of defects. And Jim over there is a bit of a perfectionist, so he's got to paint it again, or bits of it. So this will be like the 4th time, I think. So yeah, bit of a sickener to have to strip off all the bright work, the brand new bonnet badge, all the lights at the back as well. And that was a story because I had hadn't bonded them in, but I'd used butyl sealer and nice new gaskets and everything, which finding original gaskets is difficult. But in the process of pulling this one off, of course, a really nice lamp unit just shattered. Very annoying because they were a matched pair. The sort of fading of the lenses and everything, they were the best second-hand set of lenses that I had in my collection of lenses. Very annoying. Headlights are brand new, they came out lovely. Indicators were brand new, they came out lovely. Mirrors, they weren't bonded at that stage. But yeah, it was a bit of a pain. But I'm rambling now. The car is so nice and it is really lovely to drive. I have to say that I was really impressed. It's I think that new steering rack and all of the poly bushes and everything, it's the nicest steering SD1 I've had. It's even nicer than the police car. Because the rack in that is bollocks, whereas this one's really good. And I think it might have something to do with these really heavy duty springs for the diesel engine. It just feels really nice at the front. So anyway, today, oh yeah, incidentally, that cost £1,000 to have rebuilt. I thought it was only going to cost like 400 quid or something to strip it and change second gear. But no, it's a very expensive gearbox rebuild. But anyway, it's done. I've got to get the bell housing out of the boot, the selector, put all that back together again, and then get the ramp in the air, shove the box on, put the box bolted in, prop on, and then we are good to go. I got real lucky there. I found that the plastic clip that holds the push rod into the fork had snapped, which does happen. It was still functioning, but a bit was missing. But when I had that gearbox rebuilt and it cost me £1,000, I said to them, do you want another box for spares that you can fix up and take a bit off my bill? So I gave them an old knackered LT77 and got 100 quid off my bill, which was good. But it just so happened that in the boot of my car I still had all the bits from that gearbox, which I stripped off hurriedly in the back of the car, including another fork with the right plastic thing. So score one for me. I just happened to have that in the boot of the car, which is great because now I can put it back together and it's fine. That's a new release bearing that I fitted when I put a new clutch in it, so that's all good to go. I think we are there. Now we just need to assemble it, put it in the car. I've also got, this came from the gearbox supplier. Never heard of this stuff before, but apparently it's really good, so that's what will be going in it. That took longer than anticipated, but we are about ready to go. Interestingly, this is the oil. I'll take it outside. Right, this is the ATF that came from the rebuild company. ATF that I've always had in the past has been that red colour. Whereas this stuff, try and do that one-handed. It's gold, so that's a new one. Apparently it's the proper job stuff. It costs enough, but in order to maintain warranty, I'll be using whatever the Gearbox place give me. But yeah, a bit different. Anyway, box is all ready to go back in the car. She is in. I say in, I mean in place. Oh my god, it's so much easier having a ramp. Jim helped me lift that up and in, and I'm glad he did, because I must be getting old. I can't believe that I put them in and out in a car park, because that box has been out before when the clutch was stuck. But yeah, what a bitch of a job. I'm still out of breath now. Gearbox is back in, all back together. Batteries are back in and charged, so when it needs to move under its own steam, it can. Clutch works, just double checked that, so all good to go.